Hey there, for my final project I've decided I'm going to gamify and add in a math learning mode to my program adapted from the previous 10 modules. To start off, I just want to talk about what this means before I hop into the program. So I've incorporated a scoreboard to track the user's progress where they stand in terms of the accuracy of signing the correct digit against the other users in the database. And to get to this menu, I've created a couple of new classes, launcher, text boxes, and buttons. And currently when the user launches into the game, they're greeted with a login menu. From here, they can simply enter a username they'd like to use, and this will either log them into their account or create a new one for them. Next, on logging in, the user is greeted with a game mode page where they'll decide which game mode they want to play. I've contained the original ASL learning game, and I've incorporated a math game mode for them to try out. For the math game mode, I've simply started this out with the game is locked between a solution of 0 to 9, and the user will have to complete a simple math equation, such as 0 plus 9 is 9, 4 plus 3 is 7, 2 and 3 is 5, so on and so forth. There's going to no longer be a helper hand in the bottom right hand corner that will show them the answer, kind of like in the previous where it would show you the hand 6 if you're assigning 6. The goal here is not only to test the user's ability to have memorized the ASL digits, but to have given them a challenge of trying math out on the fly. So it's recommended that they learn ASL before going into the math mode. So if we get started here, we can see that when we launch into the program, the user is prompted with a few options. They're given a text field, a scoreboard, and a quit button. So if they click the scoreboard, this is going to show the top 5 users in the database. Given the database is smaller than 5, it's only going to show the number of users in the database. So if there's 3 users, it'll write their 3 names out and say top 3 here. If we click anywhere, it'll bring us back to the main page. This quit button will obviously just quit the program. And then finally, the only option left for the user to do is click on this kind of mysterious box here. And like most forms, when you click on it, it glows, which kind of indicates the user that you should be typing here. So if they type in a username and click enter, this is either going to say their username, or it's welcome back to the username, or it's going to say welcome username, depending on if it's the first time logging in or their nth time logging in. Once we do that, the game is brought to pick your game mode, and it's going to bring us back to the previous modules where if you want to just learn the basic ASL, you can do that, or you can hop into the math game mode. So if we click on Learn ASL, we come into here, this is going to be exactly the same as the previous modules were. So for this, if we assign 0, it's going to add it in there. These graphs are from previous before. The reason this is 0 is because the last time I logged in I got none right. I was just testing out the program. So I've actually added in a little hidden menu here. If the user hits escape on the keyboard, it'll bring them to the game pause menu. They can see the previous scoreboard that was there before, or they can return back to the game and bring them exactly back to the position of the code that they were before. And then I got lucky there and the sign was 5, so automatically got it. Now if the user quits the game here and they want to hop into the math game mode, let me just log in real quick. The main difference I've done is change this number up here to be the 2 digits that are going to add up to an equation. So for example, this one's going to be 3 and 1, which is 4. And I got that right. And 5 and 0 is 5. Got that. And so the difference is here, this isn't going to show the hand anymore, and this isn't going to say digit whatever is shown anymore. It's going to say these 2 numbers up here, so there's no cheating at it. There's also the game pause menu in here and the scoreboard in here if the user wants to be looking into that. So that's basically the whole program right now. And right now, so the 2 digits are locked between 0 and 9 themselves, and the total is locked between 0 and 9. For some future steps, I want to change the login menu to require a password. So when the user logs in, after they type in their username here, instead of it just bringing me here, I want it to have a password field, and they'll enter it in. If they get it wrong, they'll ask me try again and again until they decide that that's not their account or they don't know their password. They can hit back and create a new account. That'll just bring us here. And the other thing I want to add into the math game is I want to incorporate subtraction as well as addition. So this way it'll also be locked between 9 and just do bigger equations. So you can go up to like 10 minus 9, it's going to give you 1, and so on and so forth. And if I have enough time, I want to also incorporate in multiplication and division. This will have to be locked between 0 and 9 first off for scaffolding, and then going from there, I'm going to try to incorporate more digits pending the time I have left in the project. So maybe going up to 20 and saying you know, 2 times 10 is 20, and then you're going to have to assign the data to 20. So this is going to be a little bit more difficult, getting the hand movements and retraining the data. But other than that, that's everything I have for interim video 1. Thank you very much.